As promised, the hits keep coming from the NRA booth at the 2026 SHOT Show. This time, it is one of the people that I admire most in this industry and longtime friend, Kyle Lamb, V-Tac. Welcome, sir, to the Videocast.
Man, this is awesome. It's good to be here, man. We got to hang out quite a bit filming for NRA, which was really a treat. Your crew is awesome.
Thank you.
And I'm excited about this. This ARC challenge is it's a great new game from NRA.
I love it, and obviously we're involved. We've done some production ARC tips. Those will be coming in the very near future. But even greater than that, I think this represents a new direction for NRA 2.0, and that, for me, is exciting.
Yeah, and that's the thing that kind of gets me. There's a lot of people that are shotgun shooters or bolt gun shooters, and they kind of look down their nose at the AR. And I'm going to tell you, I love all guns. I don't care what caliber it is. I don't care what the firing mechanism is. I love all guns, but I especially love the AR. I aspired to have an AR, so I joined the military, and then they gave me one, issued me one. And since I was in the military, I've always had an AR. I hunt with an AR. My home protection weapon is an AR and a pistol. And I don't know, if you don't have an AR, I don't know if you can really call yourself a gun owner, can you?
Well, I mean, it's debatable. I mean, there are two sides to every argument, conversation when it comes to that. But I would like to imagine that most people watching this at least have one, if not several. And we are looking specifically for those out there who may have gotten one, went to the range, put a 0 on it, and now don't really know what to do with it. This is an opportunity to really gain skill, and it's designed around the entry-level competitor.
Yeah, and if you know the manual of arms for the AR, and I've got an 11-year-old grandson, he already knows the manual of arms for an AR, and he can shoot really well. But this is a new, I almost don't want to call it a game, but it's a new skill set that if you do it, you're going to get more confidence in how to do holdovers, how to reload, how to use a barricade, how to use your safety, how to use your sling. There's so many things that even if you were in the military, you may have only shot an AR when you went out to 0 and then qualify. And that's really not training, that's just qualifying. It's not the same thing. So this allows you to train with that awesome AR.
Well, that is an interesting thing that you brought up, because that, prior to this conversation, is something that I haven't really talked about. The ARC Level 2 incorporates a sling. You will need a sling to participate in ARC competition, and V-Tac makes one of the best.
Yeah, we happen to have a pretty awesome 2-point sling that's quickly adjustable, so it's not just a strap. It's a sling that holds your weapon in place when you're not shooting, and when you're shooting, it allows you to tighten it quickly to use it as a shooting aid. And yeah, if you're going to shoot this competition, get a V-Tac sling. There's other slings out there too, but yeah, and I run a sling. We got some videos that are going to be coming out pretty soon that you filmed, and they're awesome. I mean, your guys did a spectacular job. We've worked a little bit together in the past, but you are able to take what I want people to see so they learn. You understand that, which is fun, because a lot of times in guys' video, they don't understand what we're getting at. You understand, like, I got to see your hand here, I got to see your shoulder here, I got to see the muzzle here, and we're able to do that. When people see these videos, it's going to explain this America's Rifle Challenge. They'll see that video and they'll be comfortable, one, to practice, two, to get their buddies out there and say, hey man, let's just pack up and let's go to the range. You don't need anything fancy. You can have a regular AR with a red dot on it, or iron sights, one with a magnified scope, or you can go full in for the open division and have a magnified optic, a red dot mounted on it, whatever you want. So it's an awesome challenge.
What I love about it is they have built something that you can be competitive in no matter what your setup is. You don't have to spend thousands on an open division rifle. You can run this game with a $750 out of the box rifle. Theoretically, with iron sights, you'd be probably a little better served if you ran a red dot, but this is for everyone and for every rifle.
Yeah, and when I've shot this, I kind of looked at it and said, well, this is cool, and I'm going to clean this. I have not cleaned it yet, because you get like, oh man, I shot pretty good. Well, I don't want to drop any points on this, this iteration here. And then of course I drop a point, barely out, but man, it doesn't count. So yeah, get out there, train with your AR, train with all your weapon systems. But the AR is such a fun system to shoot. It's a fun weapon to modify because you can take that carbine and you can put different barrels in it. You can put different bolt carriers. You can put different trigger systems, different optics, different slings. It's just such a fun. It's like Legos for adults,
100%. And that I think is another fun aspect of this situation, in that people who already have a rifle, maybe it's entry level, maybe it's a little better, whatever, they're going to get to the range with it. They're going to get involved in one of these deals. They're going to enjoy themselves. They're going to figure out what in their system works well and what in their system could be better. And they're going to see other people at the range who might have other gear, other combinations. And that's then going to drive an informed purchasing decision versus just go to the gun shop and hope they give you good advice.
Yeah, and we talked about this on the videos, and this is one of my favorite videos that we did together, was we talked about keeping track of what you're doing, but more importantly, going and shooting with your friends. And I'm going to tell you, if you folks out there don't have any friends, you're going to make friends when you go out and shoot this competition. I promise you that, because I can look at the guys that I've met through shooting NRA Hunter, shooting this game, shooting other IPSC and 3-gun, and those are people that I stay in touch with still, and they're the guys that now have stopped shooting some of the other sports, and now they're shooting this sport because it's a fun sport to shoot, and you're going to get better with your AR.
100%. That, again, to circle back to the new direction of NRA 2.0, is something that everyone should be excited about. Everybody who's a gun owner, whether you see yourself in this competition format or not, knowing that the largest organization that is fighting for our Second Amendment rights cares about getting people to the range. This isn't about, hey, we just need another membership. This is about legitimately giving people the skills to be proficient with their firearm, and that inherently adds to the benefit for all gun owners and ultimately the Second Amendment.
Yeah, and once again, kind of circling back where I started, if you're a shotgun shooter, go out and shoot an AR. I promise you, if you like shooting skeet or trap, you're going to like shooting an AR. It's a great weapons platform. On the other side of that, if you're a very good AR shooter, go try shooting skeet or sporting clays. It's really, really fun. It's really challenging as well. Right. If you can do all that really well, then go shoot an IPSC match. Go shoot an IDPA match. Go shoot a center fire match. Any of the conventional pistol type stuff. My buddy Lynn Ashley, who you know, he started shooting some of the World War II rifle and pistol competitions. Okay. He loves it.
Yes.
And he's like, you got to go do it. And I'm like, man, I'm scared to do it because I know I'm going to love it. And I'm going to be buying an M1 Garand.
He's actually right.
Yeah.
Vintage service rifle is super cool.
Yeah, there we go. And that's this. And now, guess what? The rifle that we're talking about right now it's a vintage service rifle.
It is.
It is. It was developed in the 60s, and we're still shooting it because it is the best military firearm we've ever had in the United States of America. Hands down.
It simply works.
Yeah, it works. It works with almost any ammo you can put into it. I can hunt with it. Some guys will say, well, I wouldn't shoot deer with a 5.56 or 223. In Tennessee, where I live and where you live, it's legal to shoot deer with a 223. And I'm telling you, my grandson, the first 2 deer that he killed with an AR. Shooting 77 grain bullets.
I was going to say a nice 72 or 77 grainer. That'll do the job, Jack. I know.
Yeah, and that ammo is available. You can shoot that in the matches. With this match, one of the things I do like about it is you don't need a specialty ammo, because if you're shooting a level 1, you're not going to shoot that much distance, so you can shoot this 55 grain ball. If you're going to shoot some of the longer distance stuff, then you might want to upgrade to a little bit better ammo than that, but you can still do that with 55 if you want.
Yep. The beauty of that, and I think I was talking earlier on another episode of this podcast, when you get to level 2 and you're shooting that close paper, load your mags with the 55 ball, like you say, take those close shots, and then you can drop that mag and run 72, 77 grain when you start seeking the distance. Again, that might be a little higher level competitive element, but this thing opens itself up for all of that.
Yeah, and it's what I like about it is you talked about those up close paper. Then we have to worry about holdover, mechanical offset, and a lot of people don't take that into consideration. To me, it's just I just know that. In the military, you just have to know that.
Well, it's muscle memory. It's ingrained.
It's muscle memory. It's ingrained. We got to do that. But that's something that you're going to learn when you go to this match, and you're also going to learn that, when I get to 50 yards, do I want a 25 or a 50 or a 33 or whatever yard zero, or 100 yard zero, and people are going to figure that out too.
Interestingly enough, one of Kyle Lamb's ARC tips covers this exact subject matter.
That was a great video.
Thank you.
And one of the distances they wanted us to talk about, I never zeroed from, and I thought it was kind of goofy. And then when I looked at it, I'm like, well, that actually does kind of make sense, know? So bottom line is know your zero.
Yep. How do people find out more about V-Tac?
Go to VikingTactics.com. Check us out. We got a YouTube channel. We do a lot of the drills and stuff on that channel as well. Go to our website if you want to buy 400 or 500 slings. We'll send them to you. We've got other products there as well, knives and stuff I've designed. We've got some belts and some of the books I've written. So go check that out, and appreciate it.
Speaking of the books, there is a new book forthcoming. Are we talking about that yet or no?
We can, let's talk about it. So I have a new book coming out. It's called The Next Mission, and my wife and I have been talking about what do we say about this, because it's war stories from the Bible. It's a historical fiction because these stories were never told completely in the Bible, but I've decided to tell them with my storytelling capability, which sometimes is a little bit of blood and guts, as those stories actually were. So that's where it's at. And at the end of each one of those chapters, when we talk about a different warrior from the Bible and the battles that they were in, we also do a lessons learned, and we do a battlefield reflection where I talk about some things that happened to me on the battlefield and how that story relates to that, or some of the lessons learned from that battle relate to the battles that I was in.
Absolutely. Cannot wait for that.
Guess who I ran into today? I ran into Jack Carr, and he said, dude, I got to get this book because I'm going to write the blurb for the cover of your book. So that's exciting because Jack Carr is like a super well-known author and a very good dude, friend of mine for many years. His books are awesome. The Terminal List, his book about Beirut. Have you read that yet?
Not yet.
That book is, now that's a historical book, and it gives me goosebumps because I read that book, and it's stuff that as a serviceman I should have known all those facts, and I did not know that. And it's unbelievable book. But anyway, he was like, dude, I got to get that because I got to write this blurb for the cover. And I'm like, it's so awesome. Yeah.
Dude, Jack is one of those solid dudes. And, you bring his name into the conversation. When I first met Jack, he was in the Blackhawk booth. And he gave Jim an early copy of the Terminal List. We talked about it on the show, and he turned around and gave Jim one of his team coins, which is still in Jim's service in his challenge coin collection. Fantastic guy, and I'm so incredibly proud for all of his success. But to know he's going to write the preface or the blurb for you.
Well, now it gets even better.
Okay.
The guy writing the forward to my book is Victor Marks.
Okay.
Who is running for governor of Colorado.
Awesome. Absolutely fantastic. Now, I have to ask, because you have done the audiobook version for the other novels, will you be doing the audiobook version for this?
We will be doing the audiobook version, but we actually have another guy going to read the book because there's a lot of different characters, and he's going to do voices for all those. Yeah, he's going to do that. And the guy that we selected, we went through a pretty difficult selection process. He's definitely the right guy. But I'm going to do the reading of the lessons learned and the battlefield reflection. So you'll get to hear me babbling on with my Midwestern accent there a little bit. But I'm really excited to do this, get this book out as audiobook as well.
Cannot wait. When?
I don't know when.
Okay, then I retract. Don't say.
So the reason I say I don't know when is because as a former special operations guy, I have to have all my writing okayed by my former employer.
Sure.
So it's sitting on their desk right now to tell me what I can and can't say.
Gotcha.
Once that's finished, the editor's actually working on it already too. So once we have all that, we get it. We have to do the voice recording of the book, and then it's going to happen really quickly. These days, the way the systems work, once we're ready to go to print, when we say print these books, they'll be printed within about 10 days, and we'll be getting them out there. Wow. Yeah.
I cannot wait. We will plug it when it happens. That's everything I got today, Kyle. Thank you again for the time, my friend. Awesome interview as always.
Hey, thanks again for what you do and your crew. Your guys are spectacular. I wish they were here. They're not here right now, but last thing I want to say is God bless America.
That's right.